students. In this video, we are going to discuss how the metals are going to react with non-metals. From the chapter metals and non-metals, we have chosen this topic. We had already discussed many topics in our previous video, and now we want to also draw in this topic about the electron dot structures of the metals as well as with the non-metals. Using them, we can see the compounds that are going to be formed. So let us start the topic here. How the metal is going to react with a non-metal. At times we don't know what is the general property to be called as a metal and what is general property to be called as a non-metal. Before we continue this one, we need to recall a small topic from the grade 9th standard. Yes, in your grade 9th standard, you had given the valency of the atoms by distributing their electrons into the KLMN shells. Let us take some of the examples of some atoms. From them we can segregate which is a metal and which is a non-metal. So let us see here the valence electrons of some atoms. That is, by distributing the electrons in the K, L, M and shells. Let us take the atom, any atom we are using, its atomic number we will use, and also we will distribute its electrons. That is what we call electronic configuration. What do we call it as the electronic configuration? So this is what like a favorite data we are going to study in the first round. Some of the atoms that I am going to choose. Helium. What is the atomic number of helium? 2. And distribution of electrons. That's electronic configuration. We are going to distribute the electrons in these shells. K, L, M, N. We are having atomic number gives the number of electrons basic in an atom. There are only 2 electrons in this atom, so those 2 electrons are occupying the K shell. Helium, after we have chosen an atom that's called neon. What is the atomic number of neon? 10. We know from the Bohr-Bury square rule, 2n square, that had given the maximum number of electrons that can be filled in a given shell. In a K shell, we can have 2 electrons, L shell 8 electrons, M shell 18, N shell 32. But here maximum capacity is 18. First priority, we will fill 8 electrons. Then we will go for filling the next shell. That is the main point you must observe, children. When we are working, it will be clear for you. So based on this capacity only, a shell can be completely filled. Neon is having atomic number 10. Means how many electrons are there? 10 electrons are there. The 10 electrons, how can we fill up? Means first in the K shell, how many electrons can be filled? Only 2 electrons will be filled. Remaining 8 electrons will be filled in the L shell. So 2 plus 8 totally 10, it satisfied it. And we had used another atom, argon. What's the atomic number of argon? 18. How do we fill these 18 electrons into the shells? 2. Because K shell, 18, L shell, remaining 8 in the M shell. Main key point is, whenever any atom need to be said as a noble, it must have completely filled outermost shell. Completely filled outermost shell with 8 electrons. With 8 electrons, except for helium. This is the point we have learned in the next period as the octet configuration. What do we call this as the octet configuration, because every element tries to have the octet configuration. What is meant by octet configuration? When an atom is having 8 electrons in its outermost shell, it is said to be octet. It is said to be octet. So, when it is having 8 electrons in the outermost shell, it is said to be octet, means it became noble. It became noble. Exception is for helium. Helium will have only outermost electrons 2. Hence, it is called as a duplet configuration. What is this configuration called? Duplet configuration. So, for helium, only exception. Now, see the electronic configuration of helium. K shell is 2. Means its shell is completely filled. It will have a duplet configuration. So, shall we call this is a noble gas? Helium is a noble gas. Neon. What is electronic configuration? 2, 8. In the outermost shell, how many are there? L is the outermost shell for this one. How many are there? 8 are there. What is our condition? Completely filled outermost shell with 8 electrons. It is called as a noble. It is following the octet configuration. So this is also a noble gas. And when we take argon, 2, 8, 8 is its electronic configuration. Outermost shell is M. M capacity is 18. But if it is having minimum 8, it is said to be octet configuration. So it is the noble gas electronic configuration. So what are all these called? These are all called noble gases. These are all called noble gases. Sir, we started our concept with metals and non-metals. Why we went with noble gas? Because any element will try to attain this noble gas configuration by losing electrons or by gaining electrons. So, to understand what is noble gas, we went on with this topic. Let us take some other examples. Do we have any element like sodium? What is the atomic number of sodium? 11. Can we distribute the electrons into the shells? In the K shell, we can have 2 electrons. Next, 8 electrons will occupy the L shell. 1 electron will occupy the M shell. Here I am drawing some dividing line for us to have a clear view. Yes or no, children? Now, what is the electronic configuration of sodium means? 2, 8, 1. I am making one more metal. That is called magnesium. What is the atomic number of magnesium? 12. How do we distribute the electrons? 2, 8, 2. Means when we sum up all these 3, they are equal to the 12. When we take aluminum, atomic number is 13. Means we will have 13 electrons. How do we fill the 13 electrons? 2 in K shell, 8 in L shell, 3 in M shell. We are taking some other metals like calcium. What is the atomic number of calcium? 20. Shall we write 2, 8. Up to here, how many electrons are completed? 10 are completed. Still we are having 10 more electrons. What is the capacity of M? 18. Some children will write here directly the 10 because its capacity is 18. But every shell, first it must complete octet configuration. Means up to now 2 plus 8, 10, 10 plus 8, 18 we got. Remaining 2 are there. They are entering into the N shell. This just want to show that one of the shell contains noble gas configuration. Once N's get the noble, then the remaining shells will be filled. Let us see, this is the key point for us. We have discussed about some elements with their electronic configuration. In the case of sodium, what is the electronic configuration? 2, 8, 1. Magnesium, 2, 8, 2. Aluminium, 2, 8, 3. These 3 are having different valence electrons. These 3 are having different valence electrons. Calcium, 2, 8, 2. Means it is having a similar valence electron with magnesium. Valence electrons, when they are similar, then they will be grouped together. So these magnesium and calcium belongs to second group. What they belong to? Second group. Now I have given these elements. We don't know what they are, metals or non-metals. And now we need to take some other electronic configuration of few more metals also, and we can decide. Let us take the continuity with some of the another elements. Now we are going to take the element called carbon. What is the element called? Carbon. What is the atomic number of carbon? 6. How many electrons are there? 6 are there. How will you fill? 2, 4. Carbon followed by nitrogen will be. Atomic number 7. Electrons configuration is 2 indication in the L shell. How many are we going to fill? We are going to fill 5 electrons. And oxygen, atomic number 8. 2. Then the remaining 6 will be filled in the L shell. The remaining 6 will be filled in the L shell. Now we have given the electronic configuration of some elements. Our small logic is if there are these electrons in the outermost shell. What are the electrons? Outermost 1, 2, 3 or 4. Those electrons will be lost. Those electrons will be lost. See, if these are outermost electrons, they will be lost. Why? To gain stability. Means to gain octet electronic configuration. To gain octet electronic configuration. Why they will lose also, and how they are losing? After losing, what will happen also we will discuss now. If at all we have 5, 6, 7 outermost electrons, they will try to gain. Means if 5 outermost electrons are there, if it need to become octet, how many electrons it will gain? It will try to gain 3 more electrons, so it will become 8 total. It will become totally 8. If there are 6 outermost electrons, in order to become 8 electronic configuration, how many it will gain? 2 it will gain. If it is having outermost 7, if we give only 1 electron, it will become 8, means octet configuration. So any element, whatever it may be, the one that is accepting the electrons, we are calling it as a non-metal. That is accepting electrons. But the one that is losing electrons, we are calling as a metal. This is in a short sense for us. Exceptional cases are there. One of the most exceptional case is with carbon. We said whatever is losing the electrons, like having valence electrons 1, 2, 3 or 4, what they call metals. Exceptional case with carbon. Carbon is a non-metal, even though it is having 4 electrons. Why we will be having a in detail study. Now let us see with some examples how the compounds will be formed by losing and gaining of electrons, and what kind of compounds are they called. We will get in detail now. Let us see the formation of sodium chloride. Formation of sodium chloride using electron dot structure. So the fundamental what we have learned is useful for studying the formation of some compounds. Here what is the compound? Sodium chloride. So we know sodium atomic number is 11. Its electronic configuration is 2, 8, 1. How many are its outermost electrons? Outermost electrons. Only one it is having. That single electron of the sodium which is present in the outermost is represented in the form of a dot. That dot indicates the outermost electrons. which will give us complete the electron dot structure of the carbon. But how we write in the electronic configuration is 2, 8, 1. Means around sodium 11 electrons are there, but outermost electron there is only 1. This sodium, what it will do? It will try to lose that 1 electron. It will try to lose that 1 electron, because after losing the electron, it will have the electronic configuration of 2, 8. Which atom is having the electronic configuration of 2, 8? Yes, we are having neon. Neon electronic configuration is 2, 8. What is neon? Neon is an noble gas. Sodium is trying to lose its single outermost electron to behave like neon. It is trying to attain the nearest noble gas configuration. After losing the electron, it will get a charge of plus on it. It will get a charge of plus on it. Why is it getting a charge of plus on it? Most of the students will have a doubt. For that, we are having a very simple reason. Take protons, electrons, and the atomic number as the coordinates. Atomic number of sodium is 11. Basically, protons will be equal to atomic number. Basically, protons will be equal to atomic number. So, how many protons are there? 11 protons are there. And basically, protons will be equal to electrons. How many electrons are there? 11. These 11 electrons, how did we distribute it? We distribute as 2, 8, 1. But what is this sodium doing? Is it losing electrons or protons? Protons cannot be lost because protons are present in the center of that. Only electrons can be lost. Protons are not lost. It is losing 1 electron. After losing the electrons, how many are left behind? After losing 1 electron, now out of 11, it lost 1. It is having only 10 electrons. So the charge or ion that is going to be formed, generally we write as Na plus. It is indicating 1 proton is in excess than 2 electron. 1 proton is in excess to electron. Can you write for one more? I want to give the atomic number 12. What is atomic number 11 for sodium you mentioned? 12 is nothing but magnesium. Yes or no? So protons of magnesium are 12. Electrons of magnesium are 12. Basically, how do you distribute them? 2, 8, 2. Previously, we got the point. 1, 2, 3 electrons, if they are present in the outermost shell, they will be lost. How many electrons are lost here by magnesium? 2 electrons are lost. Why? Because to become like a neon noble gas. After losing 2 electrons, electrons are now only 10 for it, but protons are 12. What is the charge of proton? Positive. If you see the difference, 12 and 10, how many protons are in excess than the electrons? 2 protons are in excess than the electrons. That becomes a charge. You got the point, children? How we are getting a charge on the atom. Similarly, we will use the same case for some of the examples that we are following. We take chlorine. What is the atomic number of chlorine? 17. So it will have 17 protons and 17 electrons. How do you distribute the 17? 2, 8, 7. We mentioned already, if there is 7, it can gain 1 electron. If it is gaining 1 electron, now what are the total number of electrons with it? 18. But protons are only 17. Electrons are 18. Which is excess now? 1 electron is in excess. So on chlorine, after gaining the electron, it is written as a chloride. Means it gained 1 electron. The one which is in excess is represented as charge. Very simple. One more example, oxygen. Atomic number 8. protons 8, electrons are 8. 2 comma 6. If 6 electrons are there, it can easily gain 2 more electrons. So now, what does it will happen? Protons are 8, but electrons are 8 plus 2, 10. So what charge we write on oxygen? 2 minus. This is a very simple basic, children. Most of the students will be confused. Why are they gaining electrons? Why are they gaining electrons? Chlorine or oxygen, if you see, if you take oxygen, 2 comma 8, now new electronic configuration, means it behave like noble gas neon. Oxygen is near to the noble gas neon. If you take chlorine, 2 comma 8 comma 8, it is now showing the electronic configuration of argon. So why do the atoms gain or lose electrons? Means to behave like their nearest noble gas. To behave like their nearest noble gas. Let's come back to the concept. Sodium is losing a single electron. Why? To behave like 2 comma 8 of noble gas neon. Now this lost electron, who will take up this lost electron? This lost electron will be studied like, we know chlorine. What is the electronic configuration of chlorine? 2 comma 8 comma 7. How many electrons are there around chlorine in its outermost? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Chlorine got 7 outermost electrons. So this electron that is lost by sodium will be gained by chlorine. Will be gained by chlorine to become 2 comma 8 comma 8. See children, these X's are its own electrons and the dot represents the electron gained by the chlorine. It is a simple short notation that is going to be shown in the form of a diagram. You can view here how we write the phrase. Sodium, we represent how many electrons are there? 1 electron is there. Chlorine, how many outermost electrons are there? 7 outermost electrons are there. This single electron will be gained by the chlorine. And now we represent this one as the Na plus Cl minus. Don't forget to write the electronic configuration 2 comma 8 comma 1. Here it is 2 comma 8 comma 7. But now what is the electronic configuration of sodium? 2 comma 8 and that of chlorine is 2 comma 8 comma 8. Because it is showing the electronic configuration of neon, it is showing the electronic configuration of argon. So this is the formation of sodium chloride. Okay children, we can take one more example. Formation of magnesium oxide. Let's do that one also. Let us see another example. Formation of magnesium oxide. Formation of magnesium oxide. Whenever non-metals gain electrons, it will be suffixed by ide. It is not called oxygen, it is called oxide. You can see chlorine, it is not called chlorine, it is called chloride. Okay. Now magnesium. What is the atomic number of magnesium? 12. Okay. We can see its electronic configuration 2 comma 8 comma 2. Basically, electronic configuration is 2 comma 8 comma 2. How many are its valence outermost electrons? Only 2 are there. So these 2 electrons I am writing in the form of X. It is your representation. You can write it in the form of X or in the form of the dots. Now, what is the another element we are using? Oxide. Means we need to choose oxygen. What is the atomic number of oxygen we had? 8. Electronic configuration is 2 comma 6. Means surrounding this oxygen, how many electrons are there? 6 electrons are there. Okay. Now, magnesium is giving its 2 electrons to the oxygen. Magnesium is giving its 2 electrons to the oxygen. It is represented as Mg2 plus. Why did we write Mg2 plus? Because after losing, electrons are only 10 but protons are 12. Protons are 2 in number in excess, so it is written as Mg2 plus. What is electronic configuration? 2 comma 8. It is showing the electronic configuration of neon. What is the another one? Oxygen. Oxygen, it is represented as O 2 minus because it is gaining 2 electrons. Its electronic configuration is now 2, 8. You can see option here. Previously it is only 2, 6. After gaining, it becomes 2, 8. Why it is showing 2 minus charge? Because 2 electrons are more than the protons. So we know the crisscross method. Crisscross method to form any compound formula. Mg2 plus and O2 minus. Down their valencies and crisscross them. What did we get? Mg2, O2 and here it is MgO. This is the way how to write the formation of a compound by electron method, continuing with the crisscross method. Thank you.